This is the best job you could ever possibly have. It's such a great, great job. And like, I never thought I'd like travel before this. And like, sometimes it's not awesome. I was in Scotland this summer, and I was performing at a music festival, and I was on in the cabaret tent, which is a bad idea, and I had to follow burlesque, which is a booking error. Comedy should never follow naked ladies. Comedy should never follow naked ladies, because no one's ever like, those ladies were really sexy. Let's see what a skinny Jew has to say about cars. It is always a step down. I'm waiting to go on stage, and there's a lady sitting next to me, and she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a comedian." And she went, "I can never do that." And I was like, "Tonight, I probably can't, so it's fine." I said, "What do you do?" And she went, "Oh, I work for Cirque du Soleil." And I said, "What do you do for Cirque du Soleil?" And she went, "I'm a sword swallower." And I said, "You're impressed by the comedy thing?" And she went, "Yeah. What if it doesn't go well?" I don't bleed out from the inside. That's never happened to a comedian. If you went to a comedy show and you saw a bad comedian, you probably wouldn't talk about it the next day. If you went to Cirque du Soleil and you saw a sword swallower who was less than perfect, you would never talk about anything else. Or it's something you would never bring up, and then like 10 years later, someone would be like, "Hey, do you want to go to the circus?" You'd be like, "No!" We went once in the 90s. She had hiccups. It was horrible. I don't even know how you become a sword swallower, because as a comedian, here's how you start as a comedian. Here's how some people start as a comedian. You're 17 years old. You're really, really interested in comedy, but you don't know about comedy clubs, and you're growing up in a suburb of Boston. So you rollerblade to a local pizzeria that has a music open mic, and you walk in and you say to the lady hosting the music open mic, a woman named Annie, who plays the ukulele. She's not very good. You say, "I'd like to do stand-up comedy." And she goes, "That seems like a terrible idea." And you're like, "I'd still like to do stand-up comedy." And she's like, "Well, how much time do you want to do?" And you go, "How much time do the musicians do?" And she goes, "They do half an hour." And because you don't know anything, you just go, "I'll do half an hour." You haven't brought any material, but you don't know the option of leaving is one of your options. So you stand on stage for half an hour and bomb harder than anyone has ever bombed. You leave the stage, you walk to the back, you put on your rollerblades, and then through hot tears, you hear the host go, "Maybe he'll get better one day." And because of that, you go back every goddamn Tuesday for 2 years. That is how some people start. You start at a terrible level, but then you get better with time. You can't do that as a sword swallower. You have to be good from day number one, right? And you can't show up at an open mic with like a butter knife and be like, "Hi, I'm hoping to get way better at this." You come back next week with a cream cheese knife, you work your way through your cutlery drawer slowly.